This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
Hey, Dale.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Hey, I want to just tell you before we go any further, today's show is brought to you by the new movie Crime Story. Excited about this. It's streaming on Redbox, starring Richard Dreyfuss and Mira Sorvino. Why can't I say her name? I should be able to get that right.
A hard name.
It is a hard name, but she is amazing. They're both Oscar winners. And you know Richard Dreyfuss from The Goodbye Girl and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and of course Jaws, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Right.
Mira Sorvino was in Mighty Aphrodite, which I think that's what she won the Oscar for. And of course, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Love her to death. Anyway, this is kind of a thriller. It's from Paramount Pictures. Action-packed thriller about an ex-mob boss who takes a deadly path of revenge when he and his family are targeted in a home invasion robbery.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, have you seen the trailer for this?
No, not yet.
Looks really cool. It's from Paramount Pictures. Right now it's on demand, so you can get it from Redbox, watch it anytime you want
The
at
best
home.
way to watch something.
We love watching things at home. So that's who is sponsoring today's show, Crime Story from Paramount Pictures.
Thank you, Paramount Pictures and Redbox.
Yes. So I'm excited about this. So going from Redbox to Netflix, I know that you have not watched it, and you should, because there are 6 seasons waiting for you.
There's a lot.
So Netflix surprised everyone this past Friday and released the first 4 episodes of the final season of Grace and Frankie, their breakout hit comedy.
I've seen maybe 1 or 2. It is a funny and great show. I don't know why I let it get away from me.
Yeah.
Just like Shameless. I was watching it constantly,
right?
Religiously, and it got away from me. Now I'm 5 seasons behind.
It's just because
I don't know where to start.
Like we've said 8,000 times, there's so much content right now. It's almost impossible to keep up with it all.
No.
But after you went to bed last night, I watched all 4 episodes that they released to me.
It was a surprise.
It was a surprise, and I enjoyed every second of it. And now we're going to have to wait for the final 12 episodes of the 7th and final season. It's coming early in 2022.
Well, good for them letting those drop to get a little bit of taste.
A little taste of what's to come.
How many episodes are this?
16 total.
Wow.
For this final season. I don't know why it's the final season. Lily Tomlin did an interview a couple months
They're all
ago.
getting old.
Well, I mean, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, they're both in their 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a great show.
It is.
And the president's in it.
Right.
Martin
exactly.
Sheen. Martin Sheen.
Is he... Wait. We should actually bring this up on the other podcast. Who played the best TV president?
Martin Sheen.
Has to be, right?
Yeah.
West
I mean,
Wing all the way.
as much as I love Kiefer Sutherland, he wasn't the best president in his Designated Survivor show.
No. That's one of those shows that it really wasn't all that great, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and they canceled.
Yeah.
It got canceled twice.
Right. And then there's the Kaminsky Method's Michael Douglas. He played a wonderful president in The American President.
That's right.
Another Aaron Sorkin show. Yeah. I mean, movie. Aaron Sorkin loves presidents.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done it twice now, right?
Did Aaron Sorkin not write The Newsroom?
Yeah, that was an Aaron Sorkin show.
Love that.
Right.
Although the first 2 seasons were fine. The last one was a little weird.
Yeah.
But I love the first 2. I mean, there's a dialogue that it will forever live as long as there's an internet.
Aaron Sorkin is the dialogue king.
Right. And basically, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was the question of what makes America great.
It was the very beginning of the show.
It's a great, great, great dialogue.
Yeah.
And I watch it every time it comes up.
He is amazing, and what we're looking forward to that he's got coming up in the pipeline is that movie about Lucille Ball and Des Arnaz. It's going to be 1 week in their life with
Renee Zellweger,
no,
the Australian. What's her name?
yeah, the one that was married to Tom Cruise.
And married to a country singer.
Yeah, we just talked about her on Binge Bum. Just Nicole Kidman.
There you go.
Nicole Kidman playing Lucille Ball, and Javier Bardem playing
Yeah.
Des Arnaz.
I remember when that was announced, and there was a big thing on the internet, some sort of poll or argument saying that she wasn't the best, and they should have cast whatchamacallit from Will and Grace.
Deborah Messing from Will and Grace.
And that's only because she played.
She did an amazing Lucy on Will and Grace.
Right. And so that's the only reason why people think of that. And she did do a great job. She has the quirks
right
and stuff like that. But if this is a day in the life,
well, it's
not the Lucy TV show.
It's not her being Lucy Ricardo. It's her being Lucille Ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
We'll
coming
see.
out sometime next year.
see.
So we'll find out.
That'd be fun.
Anyway, Grace and Frankie fans, I'm sure, have already eaten up these first 4 episodes, and there's a lot to come, including a guest star with Dolly Parton going to be a part of this
3/4 of the 9 to
final
5
season. There you go. 3. Who's the last one?
I thought there were 4 women.
No, it's 3. Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, and Dolly Parton.
Oh shit! Why did I thought there was 4.
I don't know. It's one of the best movies. 1980, great movie. The year before you were born.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You just told me about this. The 11th and final season of The Walking Dead returns to AMC next Sunday, August 22nd at 9 p.m. Although, if you are an AMC Plus guy or gal,
yeah,
you can watch it right now. It came out this past Sunday.
And not only can you watch it now, you're going to get every episode a week early. So next week, when the premiere is on cable,
you can watch.
You're going to be on episode 2.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What is the cost of that? Do you know?
$9.
We're already spending so much money on streaming.
And what they're pushing for right now, because of this premiere, which is big for AMC. This is like AMC's. This is it.
It's their thing.
It's their thing, and they're pushing for a commitment to 1 year, and you get 40% off.
Wow,
which is a pretty good deal.
Well, that's not bad.
No.
Yeah.
Well, but you also have to think that for that $8.99 or for the yearly 40% off, which I don't know what that comes out to right now, you also get Shudder, and there's a couple of other networks that you get under AMC Plus. So you're not just getting AMC shows. There are a couple of AMC Plus originals that are out there, but not enough to make me want to go
sign up
all in.
Yeah.
If it's just The Walking Dead and I can get that on cable.
Right. And The Walking Dead is coming
right.
to
And
an
I have
end.
to wait for it, and you're going to have to wait for it on AMC Plus. But if you're a big horror fan, you also get that with Shudder.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
fun.
this seems like something we should talk on Binge Bum.
That's right.
Yeah, which is our other show, if you guys don't know. If you're not listening to that, you're a dumbass, because streaming's where it's at.
It's better than this show.
You shared with me this past week this great website called Nestflix. That's
Oh my God, this is so great.
Nestflix.
Right. I think it needs a better name.
Yeah.
But it's a cool website.
All right, so this is a platform for your favorite nested films and shows. Fictional movies within movies, we got them. Fake shows within shows, you bet. Browse our selection of over 400 stories within stories. Now, it's kind of a big tease, because what I wanted was actual shows, and I wanted actual trailers. You're not getting a lot of that.
You're not getting that.
You're just getting pictures and somebody who's very creative.
Right. You're getting like some movie poster art.
Yes.
And then you click on that and
get some stills.
And you're getting some stills, which the stills are from the normal television show.
Right.
But what's great about this is you have to read what they identify as the plot.
Right. The descriptions are really funny.
And they're funny.
So what we're talking about, just to give you a little idea. So one would be, maybe if you guys are a fan of HBO's Entourage, if you really watched Entourage, you know that the movie that what's his name was making was called Queens Boulevard. That's one of the things on this website. There's also a Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season.
Right.
Will and Chucky return to their Boston stomping grounds, and they don't like the sound of them apples. Clark better watch his back. It's hunting season. Yeah, so it's kind of a totally different take on that show. And then there's so many others on there. I mean, we could go on for hours and hours. You guys just got to check it out. It's really funny.
It's just a fun way to waste some time.
Yeah, there was one with Alec Baldwin. It was called God Cop. A New York City detective solves crimes with the help of his new partner, God. Crime just got a new worst enemy. No, a
Worst friend.
There you go. Either way, it works.
It does, actually. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a funny site, so you guys should check it out. Nestflix. It's hard to say when you're used to saying next. I can't even say either one now. All right, I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about Jeopardy a lot lately because of all the uproar about the new host, Mike Richards. It was kind of a rumor that he was going to be the host. He's the executive producer of both Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, right? Is that right? And
I don't think Wheel of Fortune anymore.
Okay. So he's just he was at one point.
Right, because this is a story that I really do not care about, but I ended up reading about it. And what I didn't know, like I watched the shows, but I don't know any behind the scenes shit that goes on.
Okay.
But apparently Mike Richards was let go from Wheel of Fortune due to some weird touching women shit.
No.
And I'm serious. He's not a part of Wheel of Fortune anymore.
No, that was Price is Right. That was Price is Right.
No.
He wasn't touching women. He made a comment about one of the models who got pregnant, and he was like, just my luck. The one model I kept, she gets pregnant, and he got all kinds of shit for that because demeaning women for getting pregnant. It's like, what the fuck? He was making a joke.
I thought it was
a fucking joke. No, it was Price is Right. But I believe he is the executive producer of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, yes, which dominate the 7 and 7:30 hour block in most cities in the country. Anyway, he's going to be the main guest host, but they also announced, since we last talked to you, that Mayim Bialik,
yes,
who we love and cherish from Big Bang Theory.
And she did really great on her 2 weeks of...
Well, turns out
she's a brainiac anyway, and I think
she's actually a neuroscientist.
Right.
She really is. What she portrays, she's a brain doctor,
right,
in real life, and that's what she played on Big Bang Theory,
right.
So it turns out they wanted her full time. She was going to get the gig. However, she doesn't have time because she's got her Fox sitcom that was picked up for season 2.
But you know what? It's going to happen because if you're talking about Cat,
Call Me Cat.
Call Me Cat.
Yeah.
This is going to be her last season. Well, I'm surprised it got picked up.
I was really surprised. It's got some great people in it. It is
funny.
Cheyenne Jackson's in it, and it's got that really funny older guy.
I've heard that name in forever.
That old guy that we love, that everyone loves. The funny old gay guy.
Oh, Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan's in the show, and he's hilarious in it. So, yeah.
Speaking of that, he's making the fucking rounds. He was just in a country music video.
He was.
And they showed like a small clip. It was so freaking funny.
He's so funny.
Like he's in the middle of this bar fight, but because he's so short, they showed a picture of someone picking up somebody and then spinning them around, but he's just standing underneath them because he's so small, drinking his beverage.
No, it's hilarious.
It's so funny.
And he's also best friends with Sharon Stone now. I mean, Sharon Stone loves him to death.
This guy should be on TV all the time.
I want to be best friend. He needs a late night talk show. If you guys don't follow him on social media, follow him on Instagram. He's hilarious.
This would be an opportunity for a streamer to pick up a daily evening talk show. They've tried this and it did work with What's Her Ass.
Yeah.
And Chelsea canceled it because she wanted to go.
Something's wrong. Well, something's wrong with Chelsea Handler's brain. I love her. She's crazy.
So these daily sort of late night talk shows on streamers can work. And
Leslie Jordan show.
He could be.
Let's do it.
Like if he could put on a show like the British guy does.
Yeah.
That would be a fantastic American late night show.
It doesn't have to be 5 nights a week. It could be 3 nights a week. It could be.
He needs a job.
Yeah.
He could do 5 nights, but I think it should be modeled after
James Corden.
No, the British guy who's actually in Britain.
James Corden is. You're talking about. Yes, we love that show.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I can't think of his name.
Graham Norton.
That's the one.
Love Graham Norton show.
He is the best.
He is the best, and he gets the best guests.
And I think he's better than any American late night television show.
No one else will put Tom Cruise, Dame Judi Dench,
Right.
and Elizabeth. I mean, all these people on the same stage at the same time and treat them all
weird,
equally,
and it works.
It works,
and I love it.
Yeah, and then
love it.
And then when he has these 3 or 4 big stars, then he puts like a local London comedian on the stage with them. And it just works. It works.
I love it to death. It's one of the best.
That's
things.
the old school style of doing a talk show where, remember when Johnny Carson had his guests, the first guest would come out, they would talk to him, then that guest would move over.
Right.
And then the next guest would come over. And so all the guests were there at the same time.
But
I love that.
But you know what also...
And today's celebrities are too good for that.
Well, and you also want to know what makes that show different is from when I watch it, like you see late night here and people are pushing things. They're pushing movies.
They're only there to promote something.
Right. And I feel like that Graham Norton it's more conversational. Because apparently all these people, which looks like a mishmash of celebrities, have stories.
Right.
It's like a 6 degrees of all these. It's like the best talk show.
It's so great.
Ever.
If you guys don't watch it, watch it. BBC America, I think, is how you would watch it here.
Maybe. I usually watch on YouTube.
Online.
Right.
Exactly. Other news. I didn't finish that. Mayim Bialik is going to be the host for specials and syndicated stuff. Not the syndicated show that we see every day at 7:30 or 7 o'clock or whatever. But she's going to do the primetime specials and the tournaments and the special stuff.
Nice.
So I think that's kind of fun.
I think she could be full time.
She could be, and
She's got
maybe
a bankroll
sometime
from
she
Big Bang,
will.
and so she could just do.
She doesn't need the money. No. That's for damn sure. Other news, some good Britney news. Finally, we have good Britney news. Jamie Spears, her dumb dad, has finally decided to step aside. Now, a judge has to okay this.
Right.
The whole thing is so convoluted and fucked up.
It's weird.
I mean, if a family decides that this thing is done, it should just be done. I don't understand why the court is even involved. It is just so insane.
It brings me back to that series that we watched.
That movie. It was a movie.
Oh yeah.
About people getting a hold of other people's, taking over their lives and getting custody of them.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, conservatorships. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't like it. Hopefully this will be over soon for Britney. She's crazy as a loon. We get that, but still, she should be able to be as crazy as she wants to be.
Well, and
look how crazy if Michael Jackson was.
Right,
he was all on his own.
Right, but if she needs a conservatorship, there could be someone better who acts in her interest and not their own.
Exactly. I mean, he was literally paying himself more than he was giving her an allowance. Amazing that she's the one who earned the $60 million and she gets an allowance from that money.
Yeah, because she, I believe that the father, Jamie Spears, made this decision after she publicly said that she will never perform again.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that goes to tell you right there that's all about money.
Can I tell you, though, I mean, think about this. She's worth over $60 million. She was getting $14,000 a month in her allowance.
We don't even live off that.
Well,
we
try to live off that much, but it's not easy. $14,000 a month. Who can live on that?
Oh, they said $1,400.
$14,000 a month.
Oh,
yeah. Nobody can live on $1,400 a month.
No, we can't either.
We spend that on vodka. James Patterson. Okay. Let me just say,
quit hating.
No,
quit hating.
Not hating. Loving this.
All right.
So let me just tell you. So I've been kind of, I guess you could call me a novelist because I've written some novels and I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 published right now.
Can you call me a singer because I sing in the shower?
Yes, I will call you whatever you want me to call you. But just don't call me late to dinner. Anyway, I love James Patterson because of what he's built. He is the #1 author in America. He is worth something like $700 million. I I think he made over $90 million last year. It's all about branding. He's branded himself, and he is just raking in the dough. So his newest collaboration is with Dolly Parton. So Dolly and James Patterson have written a book together. This is Dolly's first book. They're teaming up for a book it's a thriller called Run, Rose, Run. It's set in Tennessee, of course. And the plot is a singer-songwriter on the run to Nashville, hoping to leave a hard life behind.
See, that doesn't say to me that this is a thriller.
Well, because
It
James,
sounds like a drama.
it might be, and there might be some thriller aspects to it. We don't know. I don't know.
If no one's getting killed or almost on the brink of death, then it's not.
Well, you don't
It's
know.
not a James Patterson book.
Oh, well, he's written some romances and he's written all kinds of stuff. Anyway, you know that he most recently teamed up with President Bill Clinton. They wrote The President is Missing back in June of 2019, and then most recently The President's Daughter in June of 2021.
And here it is, August of 2021. I'm still reading that first book.
You're on chapter 3.
No, I think I'm on 7. But
You are just not a reader.
I try to force myself to, but I just can't.
The new book by, and I say this lightly, by James Patterson and Dolly Parton comes out March 7th, 2022.
Hater.
And Dolly Parton has recorded a companion album to go along with the book.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, of course. I say, and I wrote written by Dolly Parton and James Patterson. I put it in quotes because I don't think either one of them wrote this book. I think right now it's all a machine, and they have people that do this stuff behind the scenes. There's no way that Dolly Parton sat down and wrote a novel.
I ain't mad about it.
I love her to death. She writes
mad
wonderful
about it.
music. She didn't write this book. And I don't think James Patterson is writing his books anymore. I know that he's working with collaborators. Almost every single book he puts out now is James Patterson, real big, and then it says with blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah is writing the book, not James Patterson.
Whatever happened to those mini books? Remember we saw a documentary like on 60 Minutes or
The
something?
mini books are
The
doing
mini
really.
books.
I was just doing some research on that this morning, so it's funny that you brought that up. Book shorts are doing really well, and James Patterson's making huge money off these. They're about 75 to 100 pages long.
Yeah.
And they're usually about 99 cents or $1.99.
That's my jam.
Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe I should be writing the shorts.
Basically a chapter. No, maybe 3 chapters.
Yeah. Well, a little bit longer than that. Maybe 20. Yeah. Because one of my books is usually about...
You're telling me I haven't read 100 pages?
Well, one of my books, my average book's about 40 chapters. So about 2,000 words a chapter. So if you're going to write a mini book, maybe it's about 20 chapters. Maybe half that, or maybe 15 chapters, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. So there you go. So I don't know why I put this in the show, but I think it's kind of fun. Because we were talking about Jimmy Buffett recently because he's opening that new Margaritaville restaurant hotel in New York City.
And apparently one's coming to Ocean City, Maryland.
Is that true?
I sent you the link.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're trying to push it through the city council to approve it.
Well, why wouldn't you approve it? That sounds like a wonderful idea.
I'm not the city council.
Anyway, Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band will close the 2021 Jazz Aspen Snowmass Labor Day experience on September 5th.
That's fun.
I think we should go.
That would be a lot of fun. I have not been to Aspen. Can
Oh
we
my
get there
God.
direct?
Aspen. Direct from Seaford, Delaware to Aspen, Colorado. Only if you fly private. But yeah, I would love to go. I mean, Aspen in September, awesome. The reason Jimmy Buffett is closing this festival is because Stevie Nicks pulled out
Oh.
because of COVID.
Oh.
Everybody's scared of COVID.
Everybody's scared. Scared.
I don't think it's that bad. Is it that bad? I mean, I think the media is hyping it up. You go around here, it's like everybody's acting normal around here. It's like, doesn't seem like anything's going on. But then you watch TV and you think the whole world's dying. So I don't know. Is it really as bad as they all say it is?
I don't know.
You don't
I'm
know.
not getting into it.
I mean, we're out and about on almost a daily basis, and everybody seems fine. So I'm not sure what's going on. Although we do live in the boonies, so maybe the cities are different.
Maybe.
Maybe. Did you wear your mask when you went out today?
No.
No. Just a little update. I think I talked last week about Gordon Ramsay's new multi-million-dollar deal with Fox. I said it was worth about $10 million. Turns out it's worth $150 million.
You should have known writing that the $10 million was not the right amount.
So I just wanted to...
That's like chump change anymore.
I know. Who could even live on $10 million?
Right?
We spend that on vodka.
This man, I swear.
I know. So $150 million payday for Gordon Ramsay. All of his shows and past productions and future productions will be at Fox. And he's got a nice little chunk of change to take home to his wife and kid. Do you know he has like a toddler? I mean, the guy is like almost 60 years old and he has a toddler.
I knew of two kids who were teenager-ish. I did not know he had a
What's
youngin'.
up with these older guys like Gordon Ramsay and Alec Baldwin? Alec Baldwin has like 3 toddlers at home. He's in his 60s. Who wants toddlers when you're in your 60s?
Maybe because you're Alec Baldwin, you know you don't have to take care of them.
That's true. He's got a young wife and they probably have a bunch of nannies.
Right.
But still,
He's like,
I just don't...
I'll marry you. I'll give you all the money you want, but you're going to have these motherfuckers when I die. So you're not
I
getting
would
all
say
the
I'll
money.
marry you and I'll give you all the money in the world, but you got to get your tubes tied because I don't want no goddamn baby at 60 years old. I don't get it.
Oh, my God.
He wants to fill the world with little Baldwins.
I guess.
Don't we have enough Baldwins in the world? Here's a dumbass. Greg Gutfield. We've talked to Greg Gutfeld.
Gutfeld.
He's a Fox guy. He's been at Fox for like his whole career. He's doing that nighttime show. He does now a show from 11 to midnight.
He tries to do a
think.
comedy show.
He's also on
He's trying to do almost like a Bill Maher / I don't know what the fuck you call it. It's a shit show.
It's like a late
It's not
night.
even funny.
He's trying to compete with the late night people, and people are watching it. It's very popular for
sure.
Fox. He's also on the 5, which is 5 people that talk at 5 p.m. I think that's when it's on. They just sit around and chat about different things. Anyway, he opens his own mail apparently, which just doesn't make any sense to me. If you're a controversial figure at Fox News, would you be opening your own mail?
You think you might learn your lesson
Yeah,
from other people.
Apparently, he opened a package this past week that included a white powdery substance. Of course, he called 911. It triggered an emergency response. This was last Friday. They had to close down the whole floor. The first responders came and determined that the substance was not hazardous, although they still have not identified it. Like,
That doesn't make any sense.
doesn't make any sense. We know it's not dangerous, but we have no idea what it is.
I love it.
Don't lick it. Don't lick it, Greg. Don't lick it. I just hope this has taught Greg Gutfeld a lesson not to open his own. Let an intern. That's what interns are for. That's what interns are for. It is. No, it is true, Dale. I've been an intern.
But you would think, I mean, this shit has happened at CNN.
It's happened everywhere.
Where, like, there should be things in place that happens, like, after 9/11, this shit was happening all the time, it seemed like.
Like, if you send mail to the White House, it doesn't go anywhere near that building.
Do you know where
it goes to a, I don't know.
I know where it goes. So if
a
you
warehouse somewhere.
No, it doesn't go to a
probably.
warehouse. But if you want to know who gets the White House's mail, it's the main post office in Washington, D.C. that's next to Union Station.
Okay, so it goes there first.
It gets sorted there, and it gets
Yeah.
checked there before it ever reaches.
Oh, of course.
Anything.
Well, and if I was a major, if I was someone like Bill Gates or Greg Gutfeld or anybody in the public eye, I wouldn't be touching my mail.
No.
Ever. No.
I say everybody open it, take pictures, and then tweet it to me.
Yes.
Text it
It
to
should
me.
go to like a center that robots open stuff. Yeah. We don't want interns to get hurt.
But also, and maybe it wouldn't be suspicious or harmful because I kind of feel like that the post office has implemented some of these scanning things that can check
detect
for
that
these
kind of
things
thing
before it ever gets to its final destination.
But if it doesn't know, if there's a white powder substance in there and nobody knows what it is,
It's probably just fucking powder.
talcum powder. Talcum powder causes cancer.
I guess so.
Yeah, in laboratory mice. Erykah Badu, who I didn't even know.
Erykah Badu.
I didn't even know she was still a thing.
I don't know if she's still a thing anymore.
She was big enough to be invited to Barack Obama's 60th birthday party.
I guess.
Anyway, she's on the Michelle and Barack's shit list. She was the only person at that big fat party of his up in Martha's Vineyard who posted video and pictures on her Instagram and shit. She had to write not only a personal apology to them, but also a public apology to both of them.
I hope so, yeah.
Posting these pictures, which she's since taken down, but of course the whole world has seen. This was the very controversial, which shouldn't have been controversial, outdoor party in Martha's Vineyard that was scaled back because people were giving them shit because of the Delta variant and all that motherfucking bullshit. He was the president of the United States for 8 years, and he's a very successful media person now. And if he wants to have a 60th birthday party on Martha's Vineyard outside with all his rich friends, so be it.
Yeah, but it's also not to say what people are missing, that they apparently have taken precautions. Like they hired this whole
company
COVID
task force
to bring everything, and no one could come who hadn't been vaccinated.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous that we get any shit whatsoever for this party. And any shit. But so they had to pare it down, right? Okay, so forget Erykah Badu, who was a bad girl and posted pictures. But here are some of the people that got into the party.
I love this.
Gayle King, Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, of course, Steven Spielberg, John Legend. I assume he brought Chrissy with him. George Clooney was there, Questlove, Bradley Cooper. But they had to scale down the event, so they had to cut some people out. Two of the people that we know were cut out, and I'm sure there were a lot more.
Right.
David Letterman and Larry David. So are you telling me that Erykah Badu and Questlove got in, but you cut out David Letterman and Larry David?
I want to say
Larry David, I'd want him at every party that I had.
Right. I know. But I feel like I want to remember a time when the Obamas had a holiday or some other party at the Building Museum off of Mass Avenue in Northwest, and she performed. So I think there's a friendship there.
Oh no, I get that. I'm not doubting why Erykah Badu was invited. I'm sure she's a wonderful person and might have a really good relationship with them. But I'm just surprised that Larry David and David Letterman both got axed from the event, and they're like told not to come. And we know that what's her name wasn't invited. That chick that was on Bill Maher's show, Donna Brazile.
Oh,
he said, "Were you axed?" She was like, "No, I wasn't even invited."
I feel like Donna Brazile. I think she's a little controversial. I mean, she's extremely liberal.
She's crazy as hell. That's what she is.
But she is fucking crazy as hell.
Yeah.
And we've learned that she likes to drink, she likes to smoke, and I feel like I want to go to happy hour.
You want to have a beer with her
for a couple of hours and just see how it goes.
It might be fun.
But I feel like she might not be the best TV guest because she's easily sidetracked.
Oh, she was very entertaining on Bill Maher's show.
Yeah, and so Bill Maher laughed a lot, but I could feel like, I got a show to fucking do.
Right.
I don't know. I like her. I don't know if I agree with every single thing because she's way on the left.
Well, just for the record, Dale and I were not invited to the Obamas.
No.
60th birthday party on Martha. I've never even been to Martha's Vineyard.
And I would take pictures, and I could even post them on Facebook, but no one fucking goes to my Facebook anyway.
You think they would have taken their phones at the entrance or something, right? A lot of people do that at weddings nowadays. You have to put your phone in a bowl.
But you would think that's where you're going, that you
trust your guests.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, listen to the Binge Bum podcast this Friday. It's the last one of season 1, and then we'll be off for a couple weeks while we tool up for season 2.
Yeah, we'll be back just right before the fall.
Yeah.
That's when all the good shit happens.
Excited about that. Next week, we'll tell you about our trip to Rehoboth to see Sherry Vine. That's happening like literally, it's already happened. It's already happened because we taped this on Sunday. Inside information.
Well, if you're going to tell people, then where's the magic? Why even do this show?
Nobody could live on $1,400 a month.
No, we can't either.
We spend that on vodka.